Good morning, Talent Squad, and welcome to another VGC 2017 live team builder featuring the Pokemon Machamp. Each Pokemon in this team we built around to support Machamp in a way, and I feel like this is the best way to run Machamp on any team, to be honest. Although I don't like the item as much, it's a little personal preference, but we'll get there when we get to Machamp. I'll talk about that for a bit. But right now we have a live team builder for the Pokemon Machamp, so here we go. Obviously, Machamp is a slow Pokemon. It ain't that fast. It ain't gonna outspeed anything you want it to, so boom. We're throwing it on a Trick Room team, and of course, none other than Porygon2 will be the team's Trick Room setter. So, Trick Room Recover, Ice and Return. I like this set a lot. I love it a lot. I'll always run Return on Porygon2, which is so good against other Tapus and things that T-Bolt isn't really that good against. T-Bolt is really only good against a Gyarados, in my opinion. Gyarados and Celesteela, obviously, but I still rather Return over those two Pokemon because Return covers more things, does a lot more damage you think. It's stab, and it makes use of your download when you get a +1 attack. I will always love that. And of course, guys, EVs, IVs, always in the description down below, so be sure to check out the description so you can find that important information you may want or need. So that is our Porygon2 right there. Next up, we have Metagross. Why Metagross? Well, Machamp is weak to A, Psychic, B, Fairy. And guess what? Man, or Metagross over here, eats up all the attacks every day of the friggin' week. ×4 is his Psychic, and is ×2 against the Steel. And of course, Machamp sucks against Lele, so guess what? Metagross is probably one of the best answers for Lele, and here he is. Protect, Bullet Punch, Zen Headbutt, Meteor Mash. Same old Metagross we've been running, but instead of Steelium Z, we have a weakness policy on this bad boy. Just for those EQs and those flare blitzes you can live and whatnot, then you get a +2 attack, and you just proceed to slaughter with whatever attack you want to go with. As long as Lele's terrain is not up, you can Bullet Punch. If it is up, boom, use the Headbutt to doing that much more damage with a chance to flinch. And of course, being in Trick Room and being very slow, you should be going first. If not, you're pretty bulky, you're going to live attack, so hopefully we could utilize our Metagross properly. And next up, of course, we have Tapu Lele. I just like having Tapu Lele in general. I think it's a great mon. It's Life Orb. It's a backup answer for Gyarados and Celesteela. It has Life Orb, Moonblast, Psychic. Nothing really to say here. I just like it. It prevents priority. It prevents fake out. So it helps Porygon2 out a little bit, so it can't be fake outed. It prevents pranks to taunt. So things like Whimsicott and Murkrow and Sableye cannot taunt or quash or yeah, things like that. Talonflame can't Brave Bird at full HP. And then obviously no bullet punches, no E-speeds, all that good stuff. So Lele is a pretty solid mon. Helps that Porygon set up Trick Room. And then also increases the stab of Psychic attacks, which is great for Metagross and himself. And then Life Orb, Moonblast is just good damage in general. Helps take care of things like Garchomp and things that are weak to Fairy in general. So that is a Tapu Lele. Next up, we have Milotic. Why Milotic? Well, Machamp is weak to Psychic and Fairy for the most part, as his main problems. Metagross resists that, but Metagross is weak to Fire and Ground, and Dark as well. Machamp resists Dark, and then we have the Milotic here coming in hot to resist that Fire type, those Fire type attacks. Plus, it's a great answer against Gyarados, Arcanine, and in my opinion, Tapu Fini. Now, granted, if Tapu Fini's at like +2, +3, it's going to be tough to get around if it's a Calm-Mind Fini. But if it's not a Calm-Mind Fini, and you're versing like Specs Fini, or Offensive Fini, or some kind of Fini in general, I think Milotic wins because Moonblast and Muddy Water will eventually hinder Milotic in some way, and then give you a free +2. I shouldn't say it's definitely going to happen, but there's a good chance. I love Milotic versus Fini. I love when my special attack drops on Moonblast, or my Axie drops. Yes, my Axie does drop by one stage, but guess what? I got a free +2, and my Scalds are going to outcall those Arcanines. Iceman takes care of Garchomp. Scald at +2 against Celesteela is great. What else is going on? We do just Scald Stab at +2 with a chance to burn is absolutely phenomenal. And of course, being competitive, things like Arcanine and Gyarados do not want to switch in against you. Garchomp doesn't really do much to you either. Garchomp's kind of scared of you. And with the Psychic Seed, instead of Moringa Berry, that guarantees, why would you want to take an attack and get the +1? We can just have Lele hit the field, and then bring my luck at any point, and get the +1 Spadef boost right off the bat. So I think Psychic Seed is infinitely better to Moringa Berry. You could also run him with a Misty Seed with Fini, but why would you want 2 Water types? So Our option here is indeed Psychic Seed on the Milotic. You can go Moringa. You can go some kind of berry, like a bulky berry, a bulky set berry, or the bulky HP berries, like the Agua, or the hell it may be for Milotic. I don't know what Quiet is. I think Quiet's Wiki. Yeah, Quiet's Wiki. So you could go Wiki Berry on Milotic. I also tried a Bulu Milotic, which was pretty good because they covered each other pretty well, but I didn't like the Grassy Berry on him. Boosts his defense. More times I wanted my Spadef boosted. I might just said a tournament. I don't know. Either way, we're back to our usual Milotic with Quiet Nature, Competitive, Psychic Seed, and then a pretty standard moveset there. So having 2 Pokemon with a cover is really nice. I like it a lot. Especially when Trick comes down to his last turn, your opponent wants to double protect and get rid of Trick Room. You could read that and go double recover if they're both out, or go recover with one of them if one of them is out. But you just gotta make sure your opponent doesn't read that, which usually they don't, because they're usually scared of getting hit by the last turn of Trick Room. So worst case scenario, they'll protect with one attack with the other, and then if you can live, you get recover off with at least one of them. Or if you have one of them out, hopefully they could live and then get recover off anyway. If not, they're both still solid, bulky, fat mons. They're incredible. I like them a lot. And that is my Milotic for you, my friends. Great mon. Definitely a little slept on, I feel, right now. But I feel like as the meta expands and goes on, especially when Incineroar gets Intimidate, you're going to see more Milotic. Because you're going to have Arcanine, Incineroar, and Gyarados. All with Intimidate. All 3 great mons. But Incineroar might replace the Arcanine, because Fake Out and Intimidate is pretty damn huge. But granted, Arcanine is like the most used, if not second most used mon still right now. So, or it's definitely top 3 mon used right now. So, we'll see what goes down when Incineroar gets Intimidated. But for right now, keep your eye on Milotic. Competitive is a great ability, and that is that. Then we have the lovely Vikavolt over here, and we're still running the Energy Ball because we're scared of Gashadon. I don't know why, but I'm always scared of Gashadon. And because of that, I put Energy Ball on Vikavolt. You can instead run Mud Shot, Hidden Power Ice, Hidden Power Fire, whatever you want to run. We're still running the Wiki Berry. I love bulky Vikavolt. Nothing really OHKOs it. Nothing really puts it in bad ranges where you can't trigger your berry. It's mostly 3-shotted, which is good, because if you get a 3-shot, you're mostly going to trigger your Wiki Berry and then get 4-shotted, if not 5 sometimes. Vikavolt's really good. It gives us that EQ immunity, Stab Bug, which is pretty solid, and then T-Ball for things like Celesteela and Gyarados is always nice. Any Pokemon that can take down a Celesteela is incredible, in my opinion. Flamethrower is not going to be doing that much to you from Celesteela. T-Ball's going to do way more than Flamethrower is to you, so that's always great. Plus, if there's an opposing Coco, you get your own T-Bolt boosts, and then you just do extra damage. And look at that special attack stat, 216. Vikavolt's incredible, man. I like this mon a lot. I'm actually really glad they made him slow instead of fast, like I thought they were when this game was first coming out. So, Vikavolt is a great mon, and then nothing else to really say about him. EQ immune, takes down some key threats, and gives you Stab Bug, which is pretty good. And also, Bug Buzz does go through subs, so if your opponent has like a sub Bulu, Araquanid, or something, I don't know, you just Bug Buzz through that, which is pretty solid. And then last, of course, the man of the hour. Now, this Pokemon, we got Dr. Phil back on deck. I don't like his moveset, but I think it is indeed the most optimal. Obviously, you want no guard. You can go Guts. You definitely can go Guts. But instead of Dynamic Punch, you have Close Combat. You're risking Special Defense drops, and then you make yourself less bulky. What I really want to do is run a Figgy Berry on him and run a bulky Machamp. But that's just me. I love bulky offensive Pokemon that can put in work. That's why I have I always have some kind of 50% berry on my team. Like, I just like them a friggin' lot, dude. They're really good. And then Machamp is great. He has great natural bulk, high HP. He can do a lot of work. High attack stat. He works out great. But the thing is, with the Tapus all slaughtering him, except for maybe Bulu, it's hard. It's definitely hard to pull that off. Dynamic Punch is obvious. You want that damage on Porygon2, Snorlaxes, and that guaranteed confusion. Finny does body you because you can't confuse things versus Dynamic Punch. So my optimal move here, my optimal item here is Poisonium Z. Poisonium Z, with this move, with this spread, guarantees OHKOs on Coco, Lele, Finny, and obviously Bulu as well. You don't even gotta use the Poison Z move for the Bulu. But that is Choice Specs Finny. I don't know about like a Max Bold Defense Finny, but if you do a little damage to a Finny and then hit it with the Poisonium Z, that thing is gone. If it's Specs Finny, max HP, max attack, it is 99% chance to 100 ever. So you're pretty much OHKOing that no matter what. Poisonium Z guarantees the OHKO on all the Tapus. Heavy Slam. would just kill Lele. Heavy Slam would do 3/4, if not more, to Coco. It's like 90% at most to Coco. With Life Orb, that might be with Life Orb. Bulu obviously dies to Poison Jab. Heavy Slam Oko is Lele. Heavy Slam doesn't do jack to Finny. Heavy Slam is that class with Poison Jab. So I figured instead of debating, do I want Poison Jab, Heavy Slam, Bullet Punch? What do I want on this thing? I said, you know what? I'm gonna swallow my pride. I'm gonna go the optimal move, optimal item, Poisonium Z, because that guarantees a kill on all the Tapus, and that could be really game changing for you. And then, of course, the last move is Ice Punch, which is basically just good against Garchomps for the most part. I really don't like Ice Punch, but against things like Arcanine, I'd rather downright punch and Stone Edge. Against Celesteela, I'd rather downright punch and Stone Edge. Against maybe Talent, I'd rather Stone Edge, obviously, but you don't really see that that often. You can go Y-Guard. You can go Quick Guard. I was really debating Quick Guard. Quick Guard sounds great for E-Speeds, Fake Outs, all that stuff like that. But at the same time, why go Quick Guard and waste an attack when you get a Lele? So, Machamp could definitely be ran differently. I think this is the most optimal set, gives you the most coverage, it kills the most Pokemon possible. Surprising that Punch does not do that much against Porygon2s. It does a little bit over half for the most part. Z-Move would obviously kill it, but when a Porygon2 sees Machamp, they're not really going to stay in. That's basically a free dynamic punch in that slot, or they're going to switch to a Finny or something else. Basically, you just got to get a read. Watch out for Finnies. If Finny's there, Poisonium Z. Hope it doesn't protect. And I think this is your most consistent, optimal Machamp set right now, guys. So with that being said and done, we are going to go test this team live on some battle spots. So I'll see you guys there. As always, I'm Mr.Talent. You're the Glorious Talent Squad. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you on the